Hi, everyone. We are less than 1 week away from Enterprise Connect 2025, and I've been catching up with business leaders ahead of this year's conference. Today, I have the pleasure of being joined by Luiz Domingos, Chief Technology Officer at Mitel. Luiz, thanks for giving me a few minutes of your time.
Glad to be here, Justin.
Let's cut to why I wanted to catch up with you ahead of the conference. One of the topics that I'll be exploring at this year's event is getting enterprise-wide alignment on CX initiatives. Now, you and I both know that having buy-in at the executive level is critical for those things to be successful. So here's my question. What is some of your best advice for getting executive leaders to fully invest in and support a unified customer experience strategy?
Yeah, that's a good question, Justin, and something that we've been looking at so many different angles to answer nowadays, correct? And one thing I learned in this business is that a unified CX strategy only succeeds when it delivers two critical outcomes: best in class customer experiences and a clear return of investment in the contact center. This will naturally lead to business growth and identification of differentiation. Without these, even the most innovative CX initiatives struggle to gain the full support of executive leadership. One of the biggest challenges we face in the way CX investments are often approached. Too often, business focused on isolated improvements, a new AI chatbot here, a smoother IVR there, rather than committing to a holistic, unified, hybrid transformation. Without that clear strategy, leadership sees CX as just another software component upgrade rather than a business growth driver. And when that happens, investment dries up. The second major hurdle is providing ROI. While improving customer sentiment is important, it's not enough. Executives don't just want better experiences, they want measurable business impact. They want to see higher retention, increased revenues, and lower operational costs. If we can't connect CX transformation to the bottom line, we won't get the full investment and support it truly needs. So, how do we change the narrative? First, we need to prove the business impact of CX investment. That means going beyond anecdotal success stories and providing hard data, demonstrating how improved CX translates into financial growth, efficiency gains, and competitive advantage. Second, we must address the misconceptions about hybrid UC and CX transformation. Too many companies believe modernization requires a rip and replace approach, tearing out existing systems and starting from scratch. But that's too expensive, just too expensive, and is disruptive and unnecessary. The reality is that we need to bridge hybrid UC and CX to modernize without sacrificing the existing investments. And not forgetting the elephant in the room, we need to talk about AI because that's where a lot of companies make mistakes. AI adoption needs to follow a master directive. It must enhance experience while driving contact center efficiency. AI should not be implemented just for the sake of having it. It needs to be strategically integrated to improve agent productivity, automate workflows, and enhance customer interactions. Mitel's approach for hybrid CX solutions is to provide a seamless bridge between on-premise and cloud, ensuring that businesses can integrate AI-powered CX solutions without losing control over security, compliance, and operational flexibility. So, at the end of the day, we need to shift the conversation. This is not just about technology, it's about business growth. It's about positioning CX not as a cost center, but as a strategic enabler of success. And when we do that, when we speak in the language of business outcomes, operational efficiencies, and competitive advantage, that's when executives stop seeing CX as an expense and start seeing it as a game-changing investment.
Luiz, I love a couple things that you said there. One is we've got to make sure that when we talk about CX, we are getting inside of the business, the growth drivers that you talked about. It's important for all of us to recognize that there is no one size fits all approach to the tools and the strategies, and making sure we're leveraging the right combination of technologies that you mentioned there is so important. And that last bit where you talked about having that cohesive alignment between the functions and what we're doing, those are some of the foundational building blocks to making sure that that customer experience is successful for organizations. Enterprise Connect, I think, is going to be full of a lot of interesting conversations for people who want to learn more about that. It's great to know that the Mitel team will be there and people can connect with you all during that week. Starts here Monday, March 17th. Orlando, Florida is Enterprise Connect 2025. Luiz, I will see you in person there. Thanks for joining me.